I'm talking here again about writing instruction and ChatGPT and exploring the possibility that a focus in the classroom on ethics is one effective way to deal with the challenges presented by ChatGPT, particularly in the writing classroom. The fear, of course, is that students will use this tool to cheat and to plagiarize, and schools and instructors in the classroom necessarily need to take on this question, this possibility of plagiarism and cheating. For one thing, once that door gets open, then the seeds of suspicion and distrust and unfairness corrupt the community of classroom. And for another, such behaviors really erode the ultimate value of the whole educational endeavor by falsifying the outcomes. So we necessarily need to take on these questions. Nevertheless, I think it's a mistake to walk into the classroom assuming that students will cheat, assuming that if they have this tool that's easy to access and easy to use, that it will allow them to cheat without being detected, that they'll use it, that they can't be trusted. In my experience, students, the majority of students, are there sincerely to learn and to authentically do the work that's asked of them. And they resent, as I would, the implication, the assumption that they would cheat if they had the opportunity. In any case, I think people rise and fall according to what we expect of them. If we show confidence in their instinct to be honest, then more often than not, they'll be honest. And this is particularly true of students who are looking to their professors for their approval. If they can only discern what it is their professors value, what it is they expect of them, what it is they reward. So it's valuable as an instructor to go into the classroom forthrightly spelling out what the expectations are and guiding students through a consideration of the ethical implications of the work they're doing there in the classroom, in the college, and by extension, the ethical implications of the work that they'll do in their professions and in their civic life and so forth. Last spring, as my first year composition students and I took up the question of ChatGPT, we really took two approaches to the ethics of it. One having to do with the experience of students in my classroom and in the school in general, and the second having to do with the value of the credential that they're there to earn. And I imagine I'll take a similar approach this fall as well. So, considering the first, the value of the student's experience. As writing instructors know, and students may not, the point of writing in the classroom is process and not product. That is, the aim of an extended writing project, such as the kind that I ask my students to do, is to generate a well-structured, organized, thoughtful, clear essay. But that essay is not the real value of that assignment. Rarely does a student essay contribute much to the depth of anyone's understanding or open new doors or blaze new paths or contribute in a meaningful way to burning questions in a particular field. That's really left up to experienced professionals, scholars, publishing in highly selected journals, and so forth. Rather, the value to the student is in the process, that is, in learning to formulate good questions, to do research, find credible sources, synthesize those sources, analyze them, integrate them into their own position on a given topic, and present that in a clear way. They learn this process by practicing it, and they internalize these processes, and that's the valuable thing that they carry forward. So the ethics here are really very practical. Any student who doesn't understand that process is the point, who thinks that product is the point, and who tries to slip an AI-generated essay past their professor, for example, well, they've forfeited their opportunity to get the value out of their experience. They've forfeited their opportunity to learn and get the very thing that they've paid their tuition money for. And they find that the only person that they've really cheated thus is themselves. And students, I believe, get this right away. They see the truth in this immediately once it's pointed out to them. The second approach to ethics here that we take has to do with the value of the credential that students are there to earn. And I'll take up that topic again in the next video.